I got a question for Niner fans.
And you're smiling.
I am, because I heard the youngsters, and I call them that because they're youngsters in the morning show.
Yeah.
Bonte and Shasky, they were talking about Jerry Jones. Who would you rather have as an owner, Jerry Jones or Jed York?
Wow.
Just a little food for yeah.
I'm going to say Jerry Jones. But I don't like
what?
I don't like his role now. I don't like his role now.
Lucas is looking at me like, why were you even talking? This guy.
No, that's not what I was looking at Guru as to why. Why would you rather have Jerry Jones?
Oh, okay.
Because he's the GM, and I think those two should be two separate persons. Two separate. Joe Lacob had Bob Myers, now Dunleavy. Jerry can draft his ass off, but there's other stuff that he's doing that I think stunts the growth of the team and the power of the head coach. What owner do you know? Jerry Buss, Red Auerbach, that hold
Red Auerbach
every game after they're waiting on him. And then when the coach does this little thing, they're like, "Well, Jerry said Steiny said this."
I mean,
like,
if you want me to be honest,
that's the part I don't like about Jerry. York don't do that.
All right. Clearly, there's got to be a guy under Jerry Jones who is his general manager.
His son, Stephen Jones.
Okay. All I'm saying is, and Jerry has...
But Jerry calls this shit, you know.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's the difference between Jerry Jones and Joe Lacob?
Joe has enough or less of enough ego to say, I can bring a GM here and let him shine. Jerry wants all that power. He's trying to do both, and I don't think fundamentally you can. Jerry, what's wrong with getting a GM named Tom Thumb? You're that drunk on the credit? Joe Lacob has Myers. Joe Lacob, I know he could do that job, but he ain't all drunk on his own. Oh, it's got to be me.
But, okay, Jerry Jones' son is like Bob Myers.
No. Well, because he would have that role of GM. He's assistant VP. But Steiny, his daddy is Jerry. He's gonna veto everything he says. So his son's there to talk, but his son ain't never telling his dad, this is what we need to do. And Joe Lacob, I believe, has that. Just like Robert Kraft in New England. Well, now it's the hoodie, and he ain't making the best choices.
All right,
Steiny, you got to pass it off. You can't do both.
Well, I mean, my point
is... As an owner and a salesman of your franchise, Jerry's second to none.
I mean, Joe Lacob talks as much as any owner in the NBA.
He don't hold court after every game.
Oh, but he's easy to access.
I think that's part of the job, and I actually like that. This is overkill. Come on. Well, come on,
okay,
that's too much.
So here's the bottom line. Jerry Jones is the owner, president, and GM.
All right.
He's got two guys under him, Stephen Jones.
They're yes men. They're his sons.
And it doesn't matter. Will McClay. How about Will McClay?
No, he's good at his
Will
job.
knows the game.
Yeah.
Here's all I'm saying. Jerry Jones with Stephen Jones and Will McClay under him is more similar to Joe Lacob and Bob Myers than what Jed York is doing.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. That Tim Kawakami podcast from a year ago where Joe Lacob, and I believe him, said, it's not just my decision, it's all of ours.
It is.
I know for a fact, Jerry don't even say that because he knows it stops with me. You can have your
ideal. But it stops with Joe.
Well,
because that's the nature of being the owner, right?
I think somebody talked Joe Lacob into trading James Wiseman. And that's okay. I believe he really said, you know what? Is that your vision? I don't think Joe wanted to trade James Wiseman. Jerry Jones can't be talked into anything. That's my 2 cents. But as far as a salesman of your business and what he's built and having your team in the news, Jerry is, oh my God, he's Puff Daddy.
But see, to me, and listen, I hear what you're saying, and this is not a disagreement.
I believe Joe Lacob listens to other guys.
I believe Jerry Jones listens to other guys. But when they come out of the room, the Dallas Cowboys have made an organizational decision.
Okay.
And the Golden State Warriors have made an organizational decision. My feeling is Lacob and Jerry Jones are the exact same, and that dynamic is very similar. The only difference is when they make a decision, Bob Myers steps out of that office and says, here's what we're doing. And in Dallas, it's Jerry Jones who does that.
Okay, let's just take, for instance, Trey Lance,
All right.
who Jerry just neutered as head coach and said, I didn't even tell him nor talk to him and the quarterback about getting Trey. He said it.
No, that's a move.
I believe Joe Lacob would have, just me, I could be wrong and naive. I don't think he ever would have done that to Steve Kerr to say I didn't get his 2 cents or that matter, the Bob Myers or Mike Dunleavy. That's the Jerry is a G like that.
Well, I can't believe there's actually a true Lone Ranger.
Let me
out
ask
there.
you this.
Like, for example,
All right.
you can't tell me that Dallas drafted Micah Parsons.
He's
And it was
killing
Jerry and Jerry only.
Oh, when you talk about the draft
Well, that's
in
what-
that war room, Will McClay is
that's what I'm talking about.
too. Oh no, that is. I'm talking about the other stuff. Should we trade? What's going on? Like that stuff. I honestly believe Jerry Jones has a phone like they used to say, rumors.
Right.
Al Davis would call down and run this. I'm like, I wouldn't put that past Jerry. And that's why I believe Dallas has not got it done because he wants a yes man. He did one time with Parcells and York, learned from the Harbaugh mistake, right. And now he's got Kyle running it. And,
okay, you ready for this?
I'm going to be honest. Who's the GM really here for the Niners? Because it's, to me,
Shanahan
it's
clash.
okay, all right.
But
it's 70-30 Kyle to me, and I love you, John.
I'm going to be cynical here, but you know what? That's all Jed York did. He went from Harbaugh and Balky to yes man.
Yeah.
Now, a yes man is
Kyle ain't a yes man.
Yes,
now.
he is.
He's got the power.
The reason, not a verbatim yes man.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is this. Yes, they've won, but the reason that Lynch and Shanahan are still here and Jim Harbaugh got told to pound sand is because Harbaugh can't work in a civil manner with Jed York.
No doubt.
And John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan have some sliver of civility and understanding of how to talk to people, and that's why Jed York is comfortable with him, because they've got more depth to them than just a football Neanderthal like Jim Harbaugh.
I'm going stars. It's a great show on there called Power. Jim never had the power Kyle had. He had my dog Rosie, and that there was a friction there. So Jim never had the, and that's why I say York learned from that debacle that was Harbaugh, and he gave Kyle the power.
See, I thought one of the big issues was that Harbaugh and Balky, like Harbaugh right, but that Harbaugh got his way a lot. 888-957-9570 is the number. Jerry Jones makes it. Jerry Jones is probably the biggest reason that the Cowboys are the Cowboys.
There's no that he's a best salesman.
Would you want Jed York to be that kind of personality? See, to me, Jed York's got no personality. Joe Lacob's in the middle, and Jerry Jones is over the top.
I want to take Lacob, and then I'm going Bob Kraft. Those type of guys that, I can let the hoodie and my quarterback get all the glory. Jimmy Johnson's not in the Ring of Honor, and he's in the Hall of Fame, and this guy went to college with him. They played ball together, but he's got so much of an ego, he won't do it because of the way they broke up. It's like, dude, how you ain't got a lot of time left, Jerry. You may outlive me, but damn, right your wrongs. Put your boy up in the hall, man. The Ring of Honor. You still acting infantile as much as I love you, and I know you want to win, but you still are strung out on power.
Yeah, he's been like that. Jed
York's not like that.
You don't know that. He's just not like it
for this whole
publicly. Oh no, that's okay. I mean, yeah, you're right. I'm nitpicking, but like, I kind of like. Why did I like Jerry Jones? I think is good for football.
I am not saying he's a legend. So I
don't think but here's the thing. Why like Jerry
Jones
hurting
his team.
Jerry Jones has done it. How many Super Bowls Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones got 3 Super Bowls.
Yes, sir.
Being Jerry Jones.
It's been 30 years now.
How many years has Jed on the team now? 20? He's had it for a while.
Okay.
So I'd rather have Jerry Jones, who's at least had success on the biggest.
All right, I'm not going to argue.
I'm not going to say I'd
Yeah.
rather.
Okay, but
like, I mean, Jerry Jones has done something Jed's not done.